Alright guys, I've been making a stupid mistake. I tried to do this intro a couple of times, but each time I just don't have words for it. Any other than what I've been doing is last week I've been recording 3 episodes, which the 3rd episode is actually the end of the game. And today I wanted to start editing footage 1 out of 3 and the map is empty. Now I tried to look in the trash can of Windows, they are not there. I do have some screenshots in there which I deleted like over a week ago. So I'm going to assume that the files were too big for the trash can and they are just completely gone. I feel silly, I feel like an idiot, I feel like a dum-dum. The only thing that I can do right now is just /is explain you the last episode which should come first and then we can move on with the game. Also, long story short, the furthest back I could was actually until this point. From this point on, I've basically been recording the last 2 episodes which I took my time. There's a reason why I took my time with this, and I didn't know it was already the end of the game. But I have got a little bit of explanation to do. Now, this woman, I believe is from the last episode where she asked me to betray Pinus. She wanted to know where he was at, right? She wanted to know his lab. After the episode closed up, I actually had a message of Pine saying he knew a way how to save the people on the Hope. And long story short, he needed the gas that I had, and he needed the people with me. So what I had to do is I had to infiltrate the Hope, because, you know, space police had a hold on it. I had to infiltrate it, and I had to bring the spaceship to Pinus' lab, and I didn't choose to betray Pinus. What happened then? They followed me. They basically, long story short, kidnapped Pines and they brought him to space prison, which in this case is the last mission. And yeah, I don't have anything more to say than I just feel very stupid. Yeah, you just silence, please, thank you, because I already have a lot of issues and I feel disappointed and whatnot. Yeah, it's the end of the game. Now, you might think, but hey, what about the other places? Well, I'm not gonna go to any of the other places any other than this place down here, and also the other companion is not going to be a thing. Apparently this is the whole reason why this game has a replay value. You know, you replay it, you play it different. You can get another companion, you can go to other different planets based on the choices you make. It is not a kind of game you go everywhere and unlock all the companions no matter what. No, this is really a game where you need to make choices. So I cannot really add anything else to that. I was also surprised this screen, I thought this screen was just saying hey, you can go there, but you cannot get out of there until you finish the mission. Apparently, it's the end of the game. And I was very surprised since I didn't have anything with all of the other stuff I had. So I had to save it. I'm just gonna save it here. I mean, you can tell. This room is one of the last rooms we've been into. You can see it's 25th of January. Today it's January 30. If I would save it here, it should say it so. But overwrite, yes, overwrite. Has it been overwrite? Yep, it has been overwrite. So I can just show you in a second.
To inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution.
Yes.
Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Okay.
Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Ah, yeah, this stuff.
Unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Okay, so let me just continue the game as I would do normally. I mean, I'm pretty disappointed, but you know, there is nothing else I can do. Okay, so What the hell is with you people and the landing violations?
I'm sorry, you people?
Yes.
Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously.
Okay, do you know I'm an officer under the helmet? Show me your biometric ID. Fine, execute. Okay, let's do the first one.
All right. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance?
Nothing more. I'll talk to you maybe in the next game, because this is going to be all it, and it surprises me a lot though. And there was some other stuff that surprises me at the end. I'm going to make one footage out of it. I'm going to take Felix and Sam because I like them the most, with me all the time. And I will show you what surprises me with this last mission. Once again, I recorded this in two types of footage. You're going to need to keep an eye out on that door there.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardat!
So the thing what happens meanwhile I am being unidentified is that apparently other people are invading this place too. This is something that I partly don't understand. The thing is, in what's supposed to be the last episode before this and between the one I did upload it, is that I was talking to my group of people and they were like, okay, what is the plan to get Pinus free? And we could have gone gun blazing, and we could have gone like sneaky, what we do right now. But I think when you go gun blazing, these people will show up, you're gonna go together, maybe you will talk to the other factions, because these dudes are not the only one that are coming in here. The MSI will come later on, and I believe another group comes later on. Everyone is infiltrating this place, and I think maybe it's a little mistake, considering that I have chosen for a stealth option rather than go gun blazing. So of course I might still have the option to just go gun blazing, because it's going to take a long while to get there. It actually took 2 episodes to get there, so I could just better do, you know, this, you know, just go with the flow. Now, what did I have learned about this is not per se, you know, be more careful with my footage. But what I should have done is be more careful with my saves. What I should have done after each episode to say is make a new save. Because then, if I would ruin things, it wouldn't be, or it would be lesser of a problem to say, you know, if I screw up the recording or whatever. Okay, let me just see something. This is a lot, this is a little bit lesser. For some reason I like this one more than that one. I'm going to take the mind control, because it seems to be a little bit spicy. Shotgun, let me see, yeah, still stronger. Of course we have the pistol. Now I've not been up here. Like I've been saying, there is something that confuses me about being stealthy and not stealthy. It was actually a lot of fun to try to go stealthy, but the other factions are kinda steering the soup, to say.
Sanitization assessment. The labyrinth on Tartarus. Task classification. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
They say nobody's ever broken out of the labyrinth. Didn't say nothing about breaking in, though.
Alright. I'm not sure how long this episode is going to take. I'm just going to rush through it, you know, try to get it all in once.
Would you like Sam to
So this was...
this area? For confirmation command.
Yes, this is also...
Command.
You know, I just cannot be bothered with a lot. So this is the big area what is in the front of me, and this is another area. I have in the end chosen to try to go in this cows, whatever it's called, to the other side of the area, and you can actually make it. But you go in here, and then all you have to do is be careful as possible. I'm actually passing by this area because over there there's like a small little blockade and I didn't really know how to go there. But it is possible to just make it to the ladder and you can avoid all of the stuff right down here. In this place there is no faction being troublesome, so that's very good. And you basically made it. Alright, down here there is like a little room with some workbenches and whatnot. Now, in case you're wondering, you're gonna play this game? Now, I've been thinking about it. Do I want to replay the game? Do I want to choose to go completely bad? I'm not sure this yet. I'm not sure if there is anyone really interested in having another go with this series. I wouldn't show literally everything, but I wonder how to get... yeah, well, basically everything what I did, I should do the opposite side. That explains. So yeah, this room, I still wonder what this exactly is, because at one point it looks like a prison, at another point it looks like a storage room or whatever. It's very crazy. So we need to be there. Now this is not too bad of a thing to wonder about. I'm just gonna go in here. There's some cameras and whatnot, and terminal. Your access, storage, manifest. Awesome, we like to point out here. And just took the elevator up. I basically just kept on trying to do the stealthy. I need to go there. But I believe if I move...
Let's go, troops.
Yeah.
Stellar base counting on us.
See? So more people are basically wandering in here. I believe... yeah, August... yeah, Iconocast is here. I believe also MSI will be here soon. Dudes are just standing there like nothing is happening.
Waste of company. You're not worth the
Prize.
Now that was fun!
Take out the trash.
God, there's another door here then. Come on, help out. What are you guys doing? Oh no, I cannot do this alone, please. Oh boy. But yeah, it's not all just this. There is something really bad coming at some point. Double explosives. What is here? Just storage area. And maybe a walk around thing. Oh, I see. All kinds of sneaky areas and whatnot. Yeah, I don't need any of this anyways. We have another sneaky area here and I need to be right over there. I'm not sure if I can walk around. Oh yeah, then these dudes will talk to me like, oh.
I think we were hiring more staff.
And then I was hired to test your things.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Good boy. Alright. Then, I need to go here.
Just go rough somebody.
Yeah, and then here we're going to get another, I think, cutscene. Which, for whatever reason, I just need to do this. And open it. Here is that dude, which we see in the clip in one of the other episodes.
Well, look who it is.
Hi, the chairman.
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. And I see you've brought the kid along. Babysitters may be expensive, but they're worth it, you know.
Yeah, keep talking, pal. I'll just keep thinking of a place to bury your body.
And... oh, I had heard you were dragging around a repurposed janitorial mechanical. My staff jokes that it's because you're a walking pile of refuse.
Interactive database updated. The unique organic substance labeled Chairman has been classified as filth, imminent for incineration.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
Yep. So in this case, I left him to be alive. In this case, I'm not going to. Wow, this shotgun is not affecting his robot at all. These dudes are strong, like what in the world?
Oh, that's the last of him.
Did I? Good. Because I left him alive, I just wouldn't move on with my life, but you know. It's okay, it doesn't matter anymore. Maybe we get a slight different ending, maybe not. We got a bolter pistol. Man, I thank you, use terminal. Yeah, well. I can't be bothered. You would have gotten a slight different ending if things didn't went like this, or at least reaction-wise. Well, I'm getting also at least more stuff in one episode. I don't have to sneak around anymore. In this case, we need to be... ah yeah, in the middle over there. But just wander about.
Alright, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So, get in there and... fight!
Yeah, and this is the thing that I just don't understand. I think it's really a mistake. Like, I would only expect this to happen if I would have chosen the option to go gun blazing, you know, and call all the factions and let's just infiltrate this area, murder everyone. I don't understand. Oh,
Cycle complete.
Company ammo.
Serves you right, dissident.
oh yeah, we need to get in the elevator. These guys are here.
You, ain't feeling jittery, are you? 'Cause I'm not.
Ow.
Difficult job ahead? Consider.
And I just see my 66%. And what I do want to do is shotgun is good against people, but not against other stuff. And I should have been using this guy a lot more. So,
Special salt.
what was this one again? Oop. Oh yeah.
And Steno boom. It's ruthless on residual blood splatter.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
It's over.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm aware of your diplomatic talents, Captain. You have a gift for manipulation, but I warn you, I'm no easy mark. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
Yep. Okay, have it your way.
I have no intention of dying on Tartarus, Captain. Not when there's so much work left to do. I admit I miscalculated the extent of your influence. The board's plan never accounted for you. This is a mistake I intend to correct. I have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
Okay.
Well, that's
My friend.
correct.
He is
You're
still.
not leaving here at all. I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain.
Yeah.
If you insist.
Uh-huh.
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain.
Oh, at least
And don't
cleaned up,
worry.
right?
I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
Yeah, that's okay. You know, I just been thinking I could replay this game and easily choose the bad side. I mean, I don't have to go through all of these little side missions again. Could be a thing. Then choose for the board and choose for what was that called? Faces Joyce. Report Heinz to the authority instead of trying to save him. So yeah, here we got a robo, and that is not going to be everything. There are some doors at the side, left and right. A lot of fun is coming out of them.
All in the wrist.
Alright, lockpick used. Yeah, we got like a shock cannon. A shock might be good against that guy. And we can hack this stuff. I'm not really sure what it does. Designate RAM as a hostile intruder. Hack, override menu, shut down. Bypass through this password. Okay. I'm not really sure how and what.
Analysis of efforts. Wrong tool for the job.
Okay, I'm not really sure what this whole hacking stuff was, and I didn't back then either, so...
Customer, to your left. That will leave us there.
Okay, these guys seem to be pretty strong though, against normal stuff.
Analysis of efforts. Wrong tool for the job.
Like he has this thing on his back. If you shoot that, it will be for the best to say.
Oh, good, boss. Try another weapon.
Ow. Okay, let's stay here. Reload.
That was in the warranty, right? That's working, boss. Everyone all right?
Oh god. Okay, and then we have the key. Then we can go upstairs. Yeah, here are some more parts, stuff and things. I'm not really sure why all the others just died out for whatever reason. Maybe the RAM unit, the big boy, is connected up with them. Oh yeah, then we're gonna get the whole outro of this game. I forgot about. This game has a pretty long outro. That's crazy. Okay, I'm going to... What am I going to? I forgot what this club. I think this was the weapon where it teleports people up, right?
Why won't you just
That died. So, he's no more. And then we got the chairman's card. We leveled up, but it's useless. And here we have our friend. And this is basically it. Yeah, we just need to do it like this. And this is the end of the game. Gonna have a very long outro.
I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Alright, what did it do to you?
I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago, and the board's just been covering this up?
They've been incredibly effective at concealing the truth. Right now, the only people in the colony who know are standing in this room. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Yeah, sure.
You won't hear a word of disagreement from me. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Yep.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took sublight salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the sublight family together. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away, and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus, and proved yourself the most capable leader left in the colony. You administered the colony in your own image. With the old power of the board destroyed, a new government of Halcyon rose with you at its center. With your steady hand, you guided Halcyon through the turbulent years that were to follow, and helped ensure the survival of the colony until the end of your days. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
And so that is that. I'm really wondering what the Outer World 2 is going to bring. Are they going to tell us more about what happened to planet Earth? Are we going to go a total different direction? What kind of a story will it give us? I will definitely have a look in getting the Outer Worlds 2, and I will definitely play that game. I really enjoyed this game. I had a lot of fun playing it. And yes, I made one stupid mistake and left out, in the end, one episode. A little part of the story. So yeah, that will be that, I guess. And you guys can let me know, should I do another playthrough of the bad stuff? And then I will definitely leave out all the exploration and that kind of a thing. And just purely go for storyline based type of deal. And of course not make the same mistake that I did before. Yeah, I've definitely learned from it, and I'm still learning what I should do and what I shouldn't do. Thanks for watching.